Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. We finna cook. We finna cook. I got questions, ladies and gentlemen. I got questions, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I see my brother Texas in the building. My brother Texas. My brother from Texas. Stay ready. Stay ready boxing TV. What's good, fam? Appreciate you coming through. You know what I mean? I had to wrench my brother and my brother Almighty Law. I didn't even know you ain't have a wrench, so I just took care of y'all. Salute to y'all. I'm so happy to see y'all here. We got in the building. Love is the word, my sister. Yes. Mansa Musa Lifestyle. Young World. Almighty Law, my brother Picasso. Showing a TV. What's good? There you go, Almighty Law. Big homie Coop. Stay ready boxing. Mark Wunderlich, my brother. Salute. MP, what the fuck? What's good? My Unc Dre Finest. What's good? Cop Killer, I asked you to email me, bro. Email me, bro. You know my email. Hit me up, man. We got to have a conversation right quick. Just hit me up. I want to talk to you behind the scenes, fam. Trill Will in the building. Salute. Phenomenal Mexican. My bro Rod Neal. Salute. Got a good crowd here tonight. Listen. Let's just jump into it. And this couldn't have happened. I swear to God, I selected this last night before I went to bed. You know what I mean? And I said, yo, this is going to be a dope topic, right? And today, hold on. Let me get a hold of this real quick because something happened today out of nowhere. And I said, oh, shit. How relevant is this? Hold on. Let me upload it. I'm going to upload it so y'all can see it because I was bugging. I said, what's going on here? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me upload that. I'm going to upload something for y'all to have a look at because I was bugging out when I saw this. Now, what you see here are women, okay, women who were teachers. All of these women were having relations with young male students. And I said, you know, I want to touch on this, pun intended, right? And then today I'm getting off of work. My brother Cali Enigma puts this in the text group, and I see this. What? What? 30 years?
What the fuck?
What? Stop it.
What the fuck?
They gave this man 30 years. They really did it. I didn't know they were gonna do it. I thought he was gonna get some time. I said, yeah, they're gonna hit him with like a 10. He gonna do 2, be on house arrest, and he gonna drop an album, a gospel album. You know what I mean? And that's gonna be the end of it. No. No.
What?
30 years.
What?
30 years.
What?
Wow. Up condo was good. Andrew Charles, salute. 30 years. They were not playing. All right. How much time these women get? How much time these women get? All right. Let's Now keep the faces in mind, man. Let's go to the share screen here because this is unbelievable. All right. Y'all see this article? This article says more female teachers caught having sex with students, experts say. Y'all reading this? I'll read it again. More female students caught having sex with students, experts say.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Let's read it as a family. The 17-year-old was suiting up for track practice in February 2018 when his gym teacher, Canton McKinley High School, reached out to him on Snapchat. Okay, let me stop right there for a moment. These women are reaching out to these kids on social mother effing media. You know, when I was growing up, right? When you heard of something like this and a sexual predator, automatically, now, fellas, tell me if this isn't true. When you thought of a sexual predator molesting a youth in school, you always thought of a man doing it to a girl, did you not? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Y'all remember those ABC, NBC, CBS after-school specials? Any unwanted touching and things of that nature? You remember that? And there's always some dirty old man, tugging on the girl that's barely going through puberty. And then you hear the music in the background. Dun, dun, dun. No. You know what was never talked about? This. And let me explain something. JT, my brother in the building. Let me explain something to you. This was happening at the same rate. Wasn't reported. Why? We don't say anything. We don't. Now, is it true that some men, assault women, young girls like that? Yes. But this is what's not talked about. Now, this is the other side of social media. This is the other side. You see? This is the other side. If you'd have said this, people would be like, no, that's impossible. But isn't it like at least once or twice a month you find a news report of a teacher having relations with a male student, and these kids be like 15, 14, and these women are grown, and a lot of them are married? Now watch this. I'm gonna finish reading this. This is amazing. Reached out to him on Snapchat. Tiffany Eichler, whatever her name is, asked the boy to come to her nearby office. Oh my gizzard. When he got there, Eichler locked the door, flipped off the lights, and began pulling his pants down. The boy later told police. You hear this, right? The boy didn't try to stop her. The 36-year-old, listen, y'all, the 36-year-old married mother of 4 who taught the boys swim class the previous semester. But as the two fell to the floor and started having relations, I got to be careful, it's YouTube, the teen was troubled. Really, nigga? Okay, whatever. The whole entire time I knew it was wrong, so I had to stop, the boy later told police. Eichler also had relations with 2 other teenage boys during the winter months of 2018 before she got caught. She was a serial R-wordist. She was a serial grapist. Mother of 4, y'all. This wasn't the principal. This wasn't her hot co-worker. These were children, y'all. She's reaching out to these children on Snapchat. While she's trying to teach these kids how to swim, it was a smorgasbord of young, ripe penis for her. 4 kids, married, and has a track record of this. Before she did this before she got caught of doing all the other shit. Joe the Beast, what up? Y'all are reading it for yourself? Now let me ask you a question. Sidebar. And I gotta go here. How many black faces you see up here? Okay. Not to say that they don't exist, but I just want to make a point. Because you know why? If Aisha and Bone Quisha was up here, they'd have got 15 years instead of 3. I just want to point that out. But back to this painful excellence. She is one of at least 5 female teachers, counselors, or school administrators in the northeastern Ohio schools, city, suburban, and rural, to face charges of having sex or sexual contact with students during the past 2 years. So that's just in one state, one city. I didn't write this. This article's 2 years old, y'all. Since then, there's been other cases. I just wanted to grab something because as soon as I put it in Google, it came up. I'd have been at this for days. Let me continue to read. Most recently, Wyndham School Superintendent Laura Amero, 35, was indicted in April on 6 felonies involving sex with students and intimidation of a crime witness. Amero, who has pleaded not guilty, is scheduled to stand trial June 18th. Some have downplayed or even laughed off the seriousness of female educators having sex with teenage students, playing into the trope of hormone-driven boys lusting after women in front of their class. So as you can see, y'all, I want to point something out to y'all. When I say this is a woman's world, all right, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. These are underage boys, right? Telling adults about sexual assault or potential sexual assault. Like, oh, I don't like how Miss So-and-so's looking at me, or she touches me. Man up, man up, man up. That's just your hormones, man. She wasn't doing that. She couldn't have been doing that. That's you. They're blaming the victims, family. They're blaming the victims, family. Now, why is it that if these were little girls talking about the male teacher, they'd have called the police, escorted him out, and questioned him? But these are young boys telling their peers and telling teachers, yo, look, Miss So-and-so, she's touching me, and I'm not comfortable with it. Oh, it's your imagination. You see that, y'all? Now I'm being serious. How much therapy you think these young boys are going to need? Do you have any idea what that's done to them? Let me ask you a question, y'all. What do you think happens if one of these young boys, if it's their first sexual experience? Let me explain to you what could potentially happen. Let's say that's his first sexual experience. That woman was in complete control. You heard in the article it said intimidation. That woman was in complete control. She took advantage of him, which means she did what she wanted to do to him sexually, made him do whatever. She might have shoved his face in places where he didn't want to go. When you're 14, 15, you don't know about it. You might know about all that freaky stuff because these kids are high speed now. But actually doing it, actually putting your face in that bad place, it's like, oh, I've seen it done, but I don't want to do, and it's over with. Now he feels violated. So now as he gets older, What does he think sexual intercourse is supposed to be? Because he's messed up, and he might not know he's messed up until he's older. Why is it that I get angry every time my girlfriend asks me to, I have to be careful, it's YouTube, put my face in a bad place. Let's just say that. Why do I get angry? Why do I start sweating? You know what I've heard? I've heard men being so messed up from a bad experience that they had when they were younger that, damn, I was talking to an old coworker of mine, and he used to talk to grape victims. And one of the guys he talked to was a man. One of the people he talked to was a man. And he said one of the things he had to work with was he didn't like his wife to go down on him. Fellas, you heard me right. He did not like his wife to go down on him. You know why? Because when he was sexually assaulted by someone in his church when he was younger, an older woman in his church, when he was all of 10 years old, during, whatever sessions they had, whatever study group they had, when she would take him in the room, all she would do was go down on him. And he said, according to what my old coworker said, he said the woman was like an elder, like not like an older but younger, good-looking woman. It was an older, like old auntie. And when you're 10 years old and you're looking up at everybody looks old. So imagine a 40-plus woman with, how they dress in church with the all white and the nurse shoes or whatever, yanking the kid during Bible study and take him in the back and going down on him. Yo, it got so deep. He said he felt guilty when he would get an erection. And it bothered him. So when he got older or whatever, he was able to do certain things sexually, but he didn't like his wife to go down on him, and she was trying to figure out why. And he had to go air it out. It was crazy. It was crazy. I never heard anything like that. That happens to men. R. Kelly. And I put this show up yesterday before I went to bed, y'all. Y'all know that. I'm getting off of work today. R. Kelly got 30 years. He's 52 years old. He got 30 years. If he gets all of that time, he's going to die in prison, man. It's over for him. If he does the full time, it's over for him. This is shit I'm talking about. Abuse is abuse is abuse is abuse. You're reading it here. Nobody wanted to hear those young boys. Because when you're young, you get around your friends. Y'all know how it is. When you're young, you're 12, you're 13, you talk shit. But you're a kid. You're supposed to talk shit amongst your friends. But what happens when you talk that shit amongst older people? When we was in 5th grade and talking shit and got around some 10th graders, they look at us and like, you ain't do that, little homie. Get out of here. When the 10th graders got around the college kids, nigga, you ain't doing that. Get out of here. When the college kids gets around the adults, you ain't lived yet. You don't even know what that's about. It's a learning process. So I'm asking you, what do you think these kids, H-Town, salute, Nitty G, CC, what up? What do you think? And let me put that up. Hold on. Yeah, CC, and I'm gonna get to this. I'm certain that R. Kelly was abused when he was growing up. I'm certain he was. I'm certain he was. He never went and got help. You know what was bad? the fact that he was talented and he had enough time on his hands to manifest his talent, but he never got help. I knew that nigga was guilty when he did an interview one day, and I forgot that brother. He's a journalist, the brown skinned brother with the crazy hair. And he sat down with R. Kelly. He asked him something to the effect of, "Do you had relations with underage girls?" And R. Kelly said, "We say underage. How old do you mean?" And there was like an uncomfortable 3-second pause, and he stared at him. He said, "Underage girls." Why didn't you just say no in the first fucking place? He said, "What do you mean underage?" "Anything under 18, you idiot. What's wrong with..." Oh my God. If I'm his lawyer, I'd have been like, I'd have threw the paper in the air like, I quit. I quit. And you see, buzz, salute. And you see, this didn't go away. Y'all know this thing with Aaliyah and, this is going on a decade or so now, right? It's going on about a decade. When these girls start coming out, we was having wild sex parties and, and then the sex tape came out years ago. I saw it. And let me say this. Some of you probably seen it. And let me say this. I forget how many women was on that. But I'm watching it and I say, okay, that chick looked like a groupie. That chick looked like a groupie. Then there was one chick that was on the chair. He put his whole head in it. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Again, it's YouTube. I got to be careful. He put his whole face. She was bent over the chair. He put his whole head in it. I was like, damn, dude. Take a deep breath. That's when he had the nappy afro, right? The last clip was when I was like, I'm looking. And I'm like, wait a minute. It's like that girl's body parts wasn't done developing. And I'm like, oh my God. So then my cousin, he starts fast forwarding because we immediately got uncomfortable. Seriously, we looked at each other like, because we was laughing at the previous ones because those girls look legal. We was like, which one are they saying is the kid? And then that last one, we was like, my heart jumped right here in my throat. I said, I looked at my cousin and I looked at my other cousin. I was like, So he grabbed the remote and started fast forwarding. And then he's urinating on her. And I'm like, we stopped. We stopped. We saw like at least maybe 10 seconds of the last part. And I stopped and we took the tape out and he put it somewhere in his crib. We never watched it again. It goofed us up because I said, nah, that's not right, man. That's not right. But we was talking, I was talking to Stormy earlier today, and he lives out in Chicago. And he heard some stories about him way before all of this. All right. They did the story about Aaliyah. You remember that? You remember that? Brooklyn C, salute. They tried to romanticize their relationship. Here's the bottom line. Aaliyah was like 14, 15. And he married her. Did y'all forget that? So he had a lot of things against him. And it was ridiculous. The man had issues. Now, I know more than likely he was, I got to say, you got to be careful on YouTube. He was M-worded when he was young. Let's say Joel-ested. He was Joel-ested when he was young. Fine. He had all the talent in the world, millions of dollars. He never stopped himself and said, I need to go get some fucking help before I get myself in trouble. Money and power, he felt untouchable. He felt untouchable. And with that money, it made him a bigger asshole than what he already was. That little girl, turns out it was, remember that singer, Sparkle? 2 years ago, promises was all I heard. Remember that? Turns out that was her niece. Now here's my question. with respect to everybody. That was her niece, which means that little girl's parents, one of them was either Sparkle's brother or sister, who gave birth to that baby girl. And somehow that girl ended up in R. Kelly's, I think that was his log cabin or something. BET had their version of Cribs. Remember MTV Cribs? You know what I'm saying? They had a BET version of it. And I remember him being in that house. So it was definitely him. It was definitely in that crib. And I said, wow. And then you hear that little girl wasn't even in the States anymore. Shipped her off to England, where she finished her education. They reached out to her to talk to her about it. She don't even want to talk about it. She's legal now, of course. She don't even want to talk about it. But how did she get to England? Her parents wasn't rich. Who sent her to England on a full education? R. Kelly. He was a multi-millionaire. This is how, I did that. Shut up about it. I'm going to throw some bread at you. I might buy you a house, get you some cars. Don't worry about it. I'm going to get your daughter the best education. Just shut up about it. Now all these girls are coming out talking about he did this. Now, true. A lot of these girls are fast. And in Chicago, there's a whole subculture of that going on. These dudes, some of them go to the clubs to talk to women their age, but there's a select group that go to McDonald's and try and bag the chick working part-time after high school. The thick 16, 17-year-olds. That's a culture thing out there. I don't know what it is now, but back then, and R. Kelly was one of those dudes. So he had a lot of things working against him. The culture that he participated in, you can't talk to Sparkle's niece. I don't even know that young lady's name, but she won't talk, but we all saw it, man. That's how all of this got started. And now you have all of these people coming forth, and not everybody's getting paid. I'm sure some people getting paid, but some people are like, no, I'm really goofed up behind this. Why am I talking about this? It's all relevant. This couldn't have came out at a better time. It's all relevant. He got 30 fucking years. I don't know if they might reduce it. I don't know. But they just banged the gavel on him. 30 years. 30 years. And what I'm saying is, wow, people are looking at him like good. Because R. Kelly's the worst person in the world. And I ain't like his music anyway. Like you ain't listen to 12 Play. Shut up. That's a classic. And okay, he got his due. Fine. What the fuck you got to say about this? That's my question, y'all. That's my question. I'm just asking. Can we be consistent? Look at these faces. And let me continue to read the article. Some have downplayed or even laughed off the seriousness of female educators having sex with teenage students, playing into the trope of hormone-driven boys lusting after the woman in front of the classroom. They call it a trope. It's not a trope. And that's what they're saying. You can't downplay this. This is serious business. Because I know if my nephew came home and said, yo, my teacher touched me in a bad place, look, the damage is done. The first thing I'm going to ask is, was it a male or female? All right? Because you got to ask nowadays. The second thing is we're going to school and we're going to do it the right way. And if it's not handled the way I want to handle it, let me not say nothing. Just know that I don't play those games, okay? But many prosecutors and people who work for work with the abused say female teachers having sex with male students are doing just as much harm as their male counterparts who prey on girls. Listen, y'all. Women cheat at almost a 50% identical rate as men cheat. And like I said, when I was younger, when you talked about sexual predators and things like that, you always thought of a man doing it to a little girl. This right here was it was unheard of, but it happens, y'all. It happens. Hen dog salute. All right, so let me go ahead and read some more. Nationwide, about 10% of all the students experience sexual misconduct by a school employee sometime between kindergarten and the time they graduate from high school, according to a 2017 study funded by the U.S. Justice Department. Male abusers outnumber female, the study said, but the number of reports of female educators charged with sexual abuse in students is rising. Not necessarily because there are more women abusing children, but because they're getting caught, some experts say. In Stark County, Eichler, that's her name, pleaded guilty last year to three felony counts of sexual battery. Prosecutors asked the judge to sentence her to 4 years in prison, but the judge thought Eichler, who surrendered her teaching license, will forever have to register with authorities as a sex offender, had largely suffered enough. Do you see this, y'all? You see that? You see that shit? You see that? There you go. See? They were pushing for her to get some kind of time. They said the fact that she has to register as a sex offender is enough. And you got multiple, not one person. Let's paint the picture. What if she said, yo, look, I had a collapse. The boy's 17. Look at him. He's on the swim team. He's in shape. And I lost myself in that one kid. This was multiple kids. There was a pattern here. It wasn't just one person. It was multiple people. She's not saying I was in a relationship. That wouldn't have made it any better. I'm just saying. And the judge said, no, she suffered enough. Wherever she goes, she has to register as a sex offender. Wherever she goes. Teach, what up? Slap on the wrist. That's how Karens get treated. All right. He sent, and this was a male judge, y'all. He sentenced her to 30 days in jail and another 30 days in what Stark County calls half jail, a sort of day detention room for adults. Okay. An attorney who represented Eichler did not respond to a reporter's call, and Eichler could not be reached. Okay. Awesome, right? What the fuck? That's crazy. This story, Eichler, this story of Eichler, the boys she had sex with, and the justice met it out, is based on hundreds of pages of police and court records, along with interviews with the leader of the Grape Crisis Center for Summit and Medina counties, and a psychologist and author whose career is focused on sexual predators. All right. The 18-year-old McKinley High School student was immediately suspicious when a text popped up on his mobile phone from Eichler, the woman who taught his sports psychology class. It was around February of 2018. Eichler wished the boy luck before his sporting event. I just found it weird. Like, she just found me on Facebook Messenger and just text me when she could have told me this in class, the boy later told police. Oh, man. She was on it. Things escalated around Valentine's Day when Eichler asked the boy if he was dating anyone. No, he told her. He and his girlfriend had broken up. Through a private message on social media, Eichler told the boy she wanted to be his Valentine and he could have whatever he wants, the boy told police. The boy was stunned. And like, that's when I took a step back and I'm like, whoa, what? The boy said. And I said, I don't want anything. Eichler, however, persisted because she's a predator. She persisted. She asked the boy for his Snapchat account. The boy said said he didn't give it to her at first, but relented after Eichler asked for a second time. Eichler started sending him pictures. Nothing racy at first, but then on a Sunday, she sent the boy a picture of herself and said she was on her way to church. The picture, a selfie, showed a side view of Eichler in her underwear, a reflection in the bedroom mirror, the boy said. I'm like, this is crazy, the boy told police. This woman could not help herself. Well, this is a whole thing here. This is a whole article I found. Listen, man. Look at this. Another 17-year-old boy picked up the gym teacher's Snapchat information from McKinley. They were passing it around, y'all. When the boy got home, he sent Eichler a snap, lingo, message sent over. All right, I'm not going to read the rest of this, man. Listen, man. God. Sex education. Why are so many female teachers having affairs with their teenage students? And this is a cougar effect, and is the cougar effect to blame? Oh my God. Nicole Letcher, English teacher at Fulton High School, Illinois, has been charged with 6 counts of sex abuse with a 16-year-old. Okay. Angela New, 39, from Gladwater, Texas. That's where my brother Stay Ready's from. I don't know how close he is to Gladewater. Was arrested last week after school chiefs at a Union Grove High School where she taught English received a tip-off about an alleged affair between her and an 18-year-old student. Had the offense taken place a month later, after the teen graduated, she might not have been charged as he was no longer a full-time student at the age of consent. Look at this. Brittany Calep's 27 years old, from Arlington, Texas. What's going on in Texas, man? Was arrested last week after being accused of having sex with 5 of her teenage students during an orgy at her home. Stop. And you know something? Y'all ready for this? Oh, yeah. Yeah, JT Mustard. Fucking red state, too. Y'all ready for this? Yeah, some of y'all ain't gonna like this. Some of these be the bitches, because some of these bitches are married. And yes, I'm calling them bitches. Some of these bitches be the one that'll miss their period and be like, oh, shit. Is it my husband's or this 16-year-old? I don't want to take no chances. I'm going to go hit up the abortion clinic. Can't do that no more, can you? You want to hear something that's fucked up too? Anything that pops out of that woman during the marriage is presumed to be the husband's. So he will be 100% financially responsible for that child. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed wife, blonde-haired, blue-eyed husband, give birth to a baby that's mulatto. You're like, why is that baby so tan? With brown eyes. Born with a pair of Jordans on. What the fuck? I should have known you cheated on me, Daphne. When you took the pregnancy test, I saw the afro on the stick. Roe vs. Wade, shit don't work no more. Unless you go to one of those states that are still doing it. Now you got to hop on a plane, a train. You see this? You see how fucked up it is? You see, that's the other side. Roe versus Wade is forcing y'all to be, and I'm talking to the women now, to be accountable with your hoo-ha. That's the other side. We're not talking about a woman that has to have the deletion. You got to be careful when you to walk them down, ram in a building. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about grape. That's something different. We're not talking about Christianity. Salute. We're not 88 Sports Talk, my brother. We're not talking about yo, look, if you spit this kid out, there's an 80% chance you could die. We're not talking about that. Those are the low percentages, believe it or not. We're talking about the woman that's like, yo, hot girl summer. And after summer, it's like, September, I ain't get that red light. I got that second line on the stick. Don't worry, Planned Parenthood. Uh-huh.
What?
Shit is real, ain't it? It's real, right? See? It don't sound too good now, do it? It don't sound too good, do it? Ain't that something? ATL, Unanimous Boxing Sports. What's good, my dude? That's my dude. Yeah, Shawnee, you heard that? Let me read that again. Let me read that again in case y'all missed it. Brittany Collapse, 27 years old. She got herpes on her face too. It's crazy. From Arlington, Texas, was arrested last week after being accused of having sex with 5 of her teenage students during an orgy at her home. The English teacher and girls basketball coach at Kendall High School allegedly invited the boys to her home while her husband was away with the military, and the sex romp was allegedly filmed on the student's cell phone. The married mother of 3 faces up to 10 years in jail. Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me anything. Y'all heard it. 27 years old. Her fucking husband's away defending this country, ducking bullets and shit. She coaches the girls' basketball team, and in her spare time after school, she invites 5 of these dudes over to her crib and break out their phones, and she's getting plowed in a 5-way. And her husband, and she's a mother of 3. And I bet you if you talk to her, she'll find a way to blame that nigga. Okay? Dude, forget locked up. Your husband's serving this country. Stop right there. He's not at work. You don't reserve the right to say, you work too much. You spit out not 1, not 2, not 3. I mean, not 1, not 2, but 3 kids. When did you realize he didn't have enough time for you? His career is military. You take care of the kids, you coach a basketball team. He's ducking bullets, probably doing tours in Iraq. We got all kinds of beef going on. We don't know what's happening in this world. He's protecting you and this country. And what do you do when you're home? You have a 5-way with some students for them to record it and world star you. Now you're caught. Imagine him ducking bullets. His friend just blew up. He has PTSD, and then he gets this letter. Yo, your wife got arrested, man. They got to take your kids away. What? Their kids are at your mama's house or at her mother's house, or what? What's happening? What do you mean? What happened over there? And then he reads that. Wait a minute. She couldn't have did that. Not, what's her name? Not Brittany. Not my Brittany. I put a ring on it. I did it the right way. Queen, salute. I did it the right way. I married this woman. We have 3 beautiful kids. I did it the right way. What do you mean? Why are my kids with the parents? Or why are my kids in foster care? Or waiting for me to come home? What's happening? She did what? And she couldn't have did that. Not my Brittany. This video. Staff sergeant or whatever it is. Queen, give me a rank. Picasso. Somebody give me a military rank. I don't know shit about that. Staff sergeant. Somebody. That can't be true. Not my Brittany. Yeah. While you was over here chasing down Saddam Hussein or, Osama or whoever. Your wife was banging 5 students at the same time. And they found out and she's facing 10 years and your kids, while you're over here in the Middle East, your kids got to go to your parents. Staff sergeant is good? Okay. Private just started? Okay. Well, how many tours they said? Wait a minute. Let me see if it is specified. They said, while her husband was away with the military. That's all it says. Oh, man. Look, they got more, y'all. They got more. April Alexander, 26 years old. These women ain't old. From Irving, Texas. Was last week arrested after being accused of having sex with a 16-year-old student on more than 25 occasions. She was in a full-blown relationship with this dude. The teen, now 18, told the police he and the biology teacher had sex on more than 24 occasions at MacArthur High School in Irving Alexander's car. So he's banging her in the car. Okay, watch this. Michelle McCuchin. What a name. How fitting. All right, was jailed in Oklahoma. What is that? Chickasaw, Oklahoma. After admitting making a sex tape with her daughter's 16-year-old boyfriend. Miss Vern. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all heard me right. Making a sex tape with a 16-year-old boyfriend, with her daughter's 16-year-old boyfriend. The mother of one confessed to having sex with the teen on at least 5 occasions and setting up a video camera to film the two of the romps. Yo, there's more, y'all. There's more. Look at this. 37 years old, 21 years old, 28 years old, 34 years old. You should, man. Look. 35 years old, 38 years old. Oh, my God. Deborah J. Cox. Oh, my God. No. We sharing this. Because y'all think I'm making this shit up. Deborah J. Cox. There she is. And look at her. Of Naperville, became involved with the boy while she was at Nuqua Valley High School, police said. The teacher's aide had been the boy's personal academic tutor for several years before she was arrested in March for having an alleged sexual relationship with him. 58 years old. Look at this woman. Look at Gail. Look at her smile. Look at that. A face you can trust, right? All right. Sentenced to 2 years. She's from Minnesota. Sentenced to 2 years. Probation. In February, after having sex with a then 16-year-old student, both at her home in Bloomingdale and nearby hotel. Oh, my God, man. Look at this one. Carrie Schaefer, 38, biology teacher, was caught in March by police partially naked in the car with one of the students. An arrest report revealed the married mother of 2 from Kentucky was in a compromising position with a 17-year-old student from her school in Louisville. All right. Police said the windows of the car were steamed up and both occupants were partially clothed. Bruce Gas, salute. Band Broken Tradition, my brother LeBron, salute. Okay, so here's my question. Feminists, y'all gotta explain this shit. Cause I know today y'all were high-fiving this R. Kelly shit. Fine. If he's guilty, fuck it. Cause I know that couldn't have been no relative of mine. Like how he did Sparkle's niece, and then he sends her to get a whole education. He sent her out of the country so she couldn't be contacted. And you know he paid off that motherfucker parents. And you notice what happened to Sparkle as an artist? She could sing. What happened to her? And she was the one saying, no, he did this to my niece. And shame on either her brother or sister for taking money to shut up. And then while this motherfucker gave you millions of dollars to shut you up and sent your daughter, my niece, to England to further her education, to shut them up. Y'all just pimped out your fucking daughter. So you can feel how you want to feel about the R. Kelly thing. Either way, I'm not mad at you. So while the feminists are high-fiving, I want to know what the fuck's up with this. Yeah, Sparkle fucking disappeared. Sparkle disappeared. Now, I must say, growing up, I never had that MILF teacher, ever. I never had one. All my teachers, I had teachers named Miss Ginsburg, Miss Andres, look, I had none. There was none that was like, whoa, nope, never. My teachers had long skirts and salt and pepper. They reminded me of my fucking mother. Like no attraction. Like, I want to know what the feminists think of this shit right here. Why y'all shutting down men? All of those little boys that they had sex with, all those little boys thinking they're cool, high-fiving. Yeah, I had sex with Miss Deborah Cox or Miss Schaefer or Miss Gagney or Gagme, whatever the fuck. What you don't know is as they get older, those motherfuckers will be dating your daughters. And they're going to have a warped sense of reality on what sex is. That's why when you're young, you're not supposed to be watching pornography. It fucks you up. You're like, oh my God, what is this? Young men, you're masturbating at 1,000 miles an hour. So that at the point when you really get into some kitty cat, you don't even know what the hell it feels like. You don't know how to react because you're used to handling yourself so goddamn much. You didn't take time to grow up. You're supposed to play with toys when you get older. You're supposed to play with your little action figures. And then video games. And then, you see, let me move this goddamn picture. Kids have to be kids, man. And yes, I'm talking about the teenagers, man. Jeff, what up? I had G.I. Joe when I was growing up. I had He-Man, Transformers, Thundercats. I had toys. I had Atari 2600, Atari 5200, ColecoVision, Intellivision, Activision, Pong. I had that shit. Kung Fu movies at 3 p.m., Channel 5 in New York. Fox, Channel 5. You went outside in the summertime. What time is it? It's 4:50. Yo, we gotta go upstairs and watch the Kung Fu flicks. 11 a.m. No. Channel 11 played Kung Fu Theater at 3. No, that was Channel 5. It's 3 p.m. And I forgot at what time Channel 11 played theirs. But I had my whole Saturday set up. Saturday, Supercade. I fucked with the Smurfs for a little while. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, The Incredible Hulk. We went outside. What time is it? 3 o'clock. Come back inside, watch the Kung Fu movies. Sun's still up. Everything's over at about 4:30, 5 o'clock. We went back outside. Mr. Shelton, Jay Grant, salute. I had a childhood, man. I had an imagination. And when there was nothing on TV, what was I doing? I was drawing. Yeah, Mr. Shelton, X-Men came later. I'm talking about this is the 80s right here. This is the 80s. I had a childhood. And then when I got older, I got into girls. And that came gradually. These kids are different nowadays. You have to monitor them. You have to watch them. You have to talk to them. You have to ask questions. What's going on? Because they'll remain quiet. Little boys will remain quiet about this. Because if they tell their friend in confidence, they'll be high-fiving their friend. And where they really feel bad about it, they don't want to look like a sucker in front of their friend. Yeah, you know, Miss Ginsburg, she did something to me. What she did? Well, I went in the room, and she went down and all right. Yeah. Now you don't want to look like a sucker. How do you tell your parents? How do you tell the other teachers? And you walk around with that, and by the time you're 25 years old, you're traumatized. When you're dating a woman and she wants to do that to you, you're like, no. Huh? Why not? Because you was abused. And you never went and got help. Now, why is it that we can see that with little girls, but can't fathom it with little boys? Little boys grow up with that, and they have a warped sense of reality of what intercourse is. And by the time they grow older, if they have some talent, they might turn out to be who? Robert Kelly. The man never went and got help. And he probably was around people that knew him like that, and they loved who R. Kelly was so much, the R. Kelly on stage, they didn't love him enough to tell him, yo, bro, I see what you're doing, man. Stop that shit before you get in trouble. Go talk to someone. We keep that between us. But that girl, I'm not letting her come in here. She smelled like baby powder. And I'm protecting you because I love you, brother. Don't do this. Go get fucking help. Because if you're not, tell me now, because I can't be around this. Because I'm telling you, eventually, everyone around, you know why he got caught out there? You know how many people they probably talked to? And I'm talking about security. You know how many people? Yeah, on this stage and this stage, you was there. We have you on video, you was there. This girl right there that walked right past you, you looked in her face. How old did she look to you? Well, I don't recall. Okay, so if you don't recall, you can't help. Y'all don't know how common this is with young people, young men getting jolested. Bro, yeah. Speaking of that, here you go, LeBron.
No, little man. You gotta give him the money. You gotta give him the money. There you go. You gotta give him the money. Okay. Man, smack that motherfucker, man. You got scared. There you go. Come on.
I feel like I'm gonna go to jail.
There you go. There you go.
I feel like I'm gonna go to jail. I feel like I'm gonna go to jail. I feel like I'm gonna go to jail.
I feel like I'm gonna go to jail.
That little kid was no older than 10 years old. He's gonna be in class with your nieces, your daughters, your little sisters. And that's the behavior that's normalized to him. When he starts dating, he's gonna expect women to act a certain way because that's what he knows. And his peers are everything to blame. You see, the difference is when I was a shorty, there were rules. Right now, these new niggas is lawless. There were rules. I ain't gonna say everybody, but I didn't come up. Oh yeah? Wow, that's messed up. I put up a video about this dude. approaching a guy that had a firearm out, and the guy let him have it. Y'all notice that video's not on this page anymore? I got a warning from YouTube. Go figure. Whatever. You notice it ain't there no more, right? They took it down and gave me a warning. If I do it again, it's a strike. Whatever. But I don't know how we getting in trouble for we're not laughing at it. We're bringing awareness to it. This is bad stuff. But you know, we gotta be careful now. I'm not high-fiving about it. I'm pointing out how disgusting and ridiculous it is. Everybody in there should be investigated and locked up for that. That's abuse of a child. That was a child in there. A child. He didn't even have hair on his nuts, man. Are you kidding me? And there was 2 other kids sitting up there. Did you see it? Let me tell you something. When I was coming up, there was maybe 1 or 2 older cats that were older than my older brother that were into the street life. Now, I never did it, but there were, Rasul, what up, bro? There were cats that I did hang out with that were kind of fascinated with what they were doing. Oh, shit, I almost said his name. But he would do shit like buy ice cream for us or buy sodas when the ice cream truck came around. But when he was about to get involved in his business, he'd be like, yo, get out of here, y'all. Get up, go, get out of here. One time, this cat, I didn't really hang with him, but he was my boy's younger cousin. He was like 3 years younger than us. And when we was 13, he was like 10. And he would go up to him, yo, you know how you do that? And he used to tell him, yo, get out of here, man. Your mama work. Your daddy work. I do this because I have to. You don't need to be doing this, man. Get out of here. Go to the basketball course. Get out. He used to smack him on the head. Get out of here, man. You don't want to know how to do this. Go to school. He used to tell them that. Him and a couple of other cats, he used to tell them that. Yo, come on, tell me how. Get out of here. He was dead serious. Throwing kicks at him. Get out of here. That's what the OGs did. Now, you know what these niggas are doing? Giving the kids the fucking drugs to hold on to. We're out of order, family. We're out of order. These niggas is lawless out here. From that end to this end. And it's on video. And this the new norm? Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Feminists. Why aren't they attacking that woman? I think I saw where that post. You know what? I didn't see where the post came from. I saw where it was posted. And for the most part, everybody was like, that's disgusting. But you know, there was a couple of comments. Hey, man, little homie's living. Let him be great. Come on, man. That kid's gonna be sitting next to somebody's daughter or niece in school. I saw a picture. Y'all remember this picture? You're around. You remember this picture a few years ago? This little girl had to be no older than 8 years old, wearing a fitted emerald green dress, doing an adult pose. And her mother's the one that took the picture. And everyone was like, wait a minute. Everyone was like, wait a minute. She's a little too young to be doing grown poses in a fitted dress. And I said, I'm glad somebody said it. Big Texas salute. And this is a woman taking a picture of her daughter. See, a lot of these women be living through their daughters. And I don't see feminists attacking them. This is what I say about women with accountability. Y'all not holding a lot of y'all not holding each other accountable. Y'all blaming men for shit that y'all do also. Men cheat at a 50% rate, so do y'all. It's not that I think y'all are like a 48. We're like at a 52. It's like a 4 4-point difference. Y'all do the same shit. That's what I'm saying. This Roe versus Wade shit, there's a lot of women it's not bothering. You know what they're saying? I'm in control of my kitty. I'm not running to an deletion clinic every 2 years or twice a year after hot girl summer. And no, it's not. Do y'all know the history about that case? Do y'all know? Do your fucking research, man. Listen, they can say, yo, look, you know what? From now on, I don't know what the drunk driving number is, but let's just say they said, look, we're dropping it to 0.1 or something, which means if you take one shot and you blow, it's going to be hot. And everyone's going to be like, yo, it's impossible, man. If I take one shot, I'm not drunk. What if I just go out to a party, take a shot, and I drive home and I get pulled over? You mean I could get locked up? Yo, listen, you know why I wouldn't care? Take a wild guess. I don't drink. It's not going to affect me. I'm just using that as an example. I don't drink. I don't care. And of course, people will be like, well, that's not fair. You know, I go out every weekend to my friend's house, or I just go to a bar and I have 2 beers and I'm not drunk. Y'all done dropped it all the way to that? Yeah, well, you argue that point. And the government will say, well, just take a fucking Uber. You got money for beer, you got money for an Uber. But this is the same government that you black sisters chose in the 1950s over having a man in your house. I don't want to go there. I want to stay on topic. Let's stay on topic, shall we? This is BS, all right, with these teachers. I want to know where the feminists are attacking these women. Because this, every time there was one recently, I wish I got do I have the picture? Let me see. I don't know if I have the picture. There was a light-skinned black sister, and she got caught out there smashing the student. Yeah, I don't have the picture, but I'm not into red bones, but she cute. She was cute. And I said she was smashing a student. Make that make sense, family. Family, make that make sense, man. Make it make sense. Tell me. Where are the feminists holding these women accountable? Why aren't they marching in the street for that? Because like I said, that's a real thing. This woman was having sex at the same time with 5 students while her husband was defending this country overseas or away with them. They didn't say overseas. They was away in the with the military. He put a ring on it, and they had 3 children. Now, I'm telling people will read that, and a feminist will get on here and say, well, we don't know what he did to her. He may have been abusive. Listen, he's abusive, leave him. It's that simple. Well, it's not that simple. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what any of you say. When I dated a woman and she was a little too loose with the lip, I had a choice. Stay there and take it or leave. You said what? Really? You know, you shouldn't be talking like that. Now, you talk however you want to. Yeah. You talk however you want. You're absolutely right. But you won't be talking to me. Goodbye. Remember the old AOL? Goodbye. Goodbye. Yep. I ain't got to sit there and take that. Don't go back and forth with women. We can have a conversation. We can have a discussion. We might have a debate. But under those circumstances where I felt it was unwarranted and you talking me all crazy, I don't take that from men. And see, this is what I'm saying. A lot of women don't understand how men work. Listen, I don't let dudes talk to me in any kind of way. The fuck makes you think I'm gonna let a woman talk to me all crazy? I've been around women that talk like they actually gonna kick somebody's ass. I'm like, whoa. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Let me save you from yourself. You're gonna pack up or leave. I've gone out with a chick and she drove. When we got to where we was going and she just started barking and beefing and showing out, I'm like, yo, could you tone it down? Don't tell me to tone it down. And she thought just because she drove her nice, she had a nice car, she had a Lexus. And she had her own crib and a Lexus, and she made some decent money. I forgot what she did for a living. But she thought just because she had her own and she was self-sufficient, independent, and this is my car and I drove here and I'm paying for these drinks, she thought she was going to talk to me all crazy. I looked at her, I said, I don't do this. What do you mean? So I don't like how you talking. What's wrong with you? Why are you talking? Please, don't talk to me like that. This is a little crazy. We out in public. People are looking. We're around mixed company. And I don't like when we as black people get around mixed company and got the other ethnicities looking at us like, see, this is why we don't want them around. I've been telling her, tone it down. Nah, fuck that. Whoa. Stop. What you telling me to stop for? Whoa. I need you to calm down. The fuck? Really? Why? What? Okay. Have a good night. Where you going? Home. Where you going without the keys? I'm in New York. I can find a train anywhere. When you're in New York, all you got to do is find a train. I don't care what borough you in. Find a train. It goes into Manhattan. Once you get into Manhattan, you can go to any fucking borough you want. And I was already in Manhattan. 2, 5, 6, 4, I was good. I went all the way home. I did not want to drive in that Lexus or whatever. I came home at 1 a.m. There was like 14 messages. I can't believe you really left. And boop. I don't want to know this is why I don't fuck with young niggas. Boop. Oh, well, fuck you. Boop, boop. The last 2 messages. Why you acting like this? I said nothing. Literally 14 messages. The last 2, she was crying. That's what that's about. You see, gentlemen, that's power. You don't have to go back and forth with people. You don't. I sat there. I got home 1 a.m, took my clothes off. I was still smelling good. I was like, yeah, man, look, shit. I was going to knock it down tonight. She fucked it up with her mouth. I sat down. Turned on, it was the PlayStation 1. It had just came out. Turned on my PlayStation, about to play some Tekken. I said, damn, I had 14 missed calls. I said, let's play it. And it was her. She had an old flip phone. You ready fucking left? Da-da-da-da. Boop. Next message. I can't believe, da-da-da. Boop. Next, and I'm like, I'm sitting there laughing, playing PlayStation. And I hear the wind blowing in the phone. You motherfucker, da-da-da. Boop. Where the fuck are you? You really went home? You really? Boop. The last 2 messages. Why you acting like this? Yeah. Don't worry about me. 2 days later, she called me. Yeah, I see that you're not the person that you put yourself out to be. And this is why I don't date significantly younger men. Now she's talking to me all professional, trying to use big words. Bitch, get therapy. The last thing I needed in the world was to sleep with you, because that'd have been a whole other fucking headache. I never called her back. You blew it with your mouth. Cállate la boca. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. And that's how you handle it.
Shut the fuck up!
That's all you gotta do. Whole time she was talking, in my mind, I'm like, shut up! Shut up!
Shut the fuck up!
Where these feminists at? Feminists blaming men for every fucking thing. Every time I turn around, it seemed like, I'm not gonna say every time I turn around, but there's a lot of this shit going on. And you know what that means? That means it's been going on. It's not an epidemic that just started, that just spun out of control. It's been happening. It's been happening. It's now getting recorded now, like police brutality with black people. Oh, the cops are your friends. What do you mean they went upside your head for no reason? You had to have done something. Rodney King happened. Oh, well, that's just an isolated incident, and it's unfortunate. And I'm not racist. It's just unfortunate. It happened, you know. That's just an isolated incident. There was no need for everybody to set the whole goddamn city of Los Angeles on fire. That was just a few cops being assholes. One incident, because that was just one camcorder. Decades later, we got cell phones. Now we're catching it. You gonna tell me that it's not a culture now? We've been telling you this is happening. Now it's getting caught on video. Full-blown murders. And even when you see it with your own two eyes, we go from it just being an urban legend and black people are just complaining and we're making it up to Rodney King to now fucking Philando Castile, Eric Garner, and so on and so on. And you're seeing it with your own two eyes? You go ahead and read that. Cognitive dissonance is a theory in social psychology. It refers to the mental conflict that occurs when a person's behaviors and beliefs do not align. It may also happen when a person holds two beliefs that contradict one another. The cops are our friends. But Eric Garner had to have done something. He was selling bootleg cigarettes, wasn't he? What the fuck does that have to do with him getting put in an illegal chokehold and saying, I can't breathe? What did that have to do with that officer putting his knee on George Floyd's neck? What did that have to do with Breonna Taylor getting shot in her fucking house? Nothing. Nothing. So all you men out there marching for Roe versus Wade, were you marching for us? Roe versus Wade doesn't bother me, y'all. Doesn't. Hot girl summer is officially over unless you live in a state that still gets it. Y'all are in an era where y'all are as free as y'all can be. Y'all can be educated. Y'all can be police officers and firefighters and all this shit. Y'all are completely equal. I just showed yesterday, there's a whole book on how to destroy a man now. It's called DAMN. That's the acronym. I showed it to you yesterday. Destroy a man now. DAMN. Destroy a man now. There's a fucking pamphlet on how to fuck us up in the workplace. So if a woman comes in there and she feels that you have too much power and too many people like you, and you're the one doing the schedule, and she wants this vacation, and she won't get it because she's at the bottom of the barrel. She just started. She's going to be in there systematically looking to fuck you up. It's a book on Amazon. Destroy a Man Now. We can't tell if it's written by a male or a female, but the book is out. We have been reduced to having these conversations in barbershops and in the gym where a lot of women aren't. Ain't that fucked up? Let me be more specific. And I hate to say this. There are women in the gym, but hold on. There are women in the gym, but I see more other ethnicities than my black sisters. I'll just say that. Did y'all see the percentage of black women that are overweight? Did y'all see it? Did y'all read it? But those are the women with all the standards. And when you say, look, can I get a woman that's in shape? You're gay. You hate your mother. Love me how I am. But ask them what their preference is and what kind of man they want. He has to be the Rock with the Rock's money. All right? But he has to have all the time in the world. Now, he's supposed to be making all this money. But he's supposed to be romantic and be a monster in the bedroom with a 12-inch cock. Cock-a-doodle-doo. How's a man that makes all that money going to have time to be with you? When does he work? This is a fantasy. But y'all have gotten away with this bullshit. It's bullshit. Fuck out of here. This shit is stupid. It's stupid. You know what? It's unfair. It's unfair. There you go. Forget me for a minute. This guy's a pro. I just look like this. This guy's a pro. Read what he just said. Y'all follow JT Mo? Read what he just said. See? You see what I'm saying? I'm not making it up, man. I'm not making it up. Asian, white, and Hispanic. In my gym, there's a handful of black women in there. And 2 of them women work there. My homegirl Jody, and I don't know the other young lady's name. I just waved to her. I don't count the elderly women that are on a recumbent bike. That don't count. I'm not even counting the black chicks that run the DR, get all that goddamn plastic surgery done, heal up, and then in 6 months they come to the gym and they on a goddamn Stairmaster all day with their phone up, with those new tights with the thong in it. This is a culture going on. Now, what does this have to do with these teachers? Everything. You know why? Because it's all relevant. The feminists aren't calling out this behavior. What are you going to do? Blame the little boys? Let me see. Those women, their fathers weren't in their lives. Well, that can't be. Why? I don't see any black faces there. Some of them might be Latino, but I didn't read any Latina names. I didn't. So I'm going to assume they came from a good, clean, and wholesome household. How about this? They just made a choice to be assholes and jolest young boys. They didn't come from broken homes. Don't blame their husbands. This is disgusting, y'all. Men are suffering out here. There's a goddamn book on how to destroy us. It's a book out, y'all. And these women are getting slaps on the wrist. Well, that one woman's getting 10 years, allegedly. I'd like to see if she got the full 10. But R. Kelly's no saint. Whatever time he get is whatever time he get. He did the crime, do the time. But so did these bitches. And so did those fools in the video I played. Giving money to the little homie and making it rain on a grown-ass woman. That kid's gonna grow up fucked up. Little boys grow up fucked up because of that. Little boys get molested by older women all the time. All the time. How it's handled is very different. Okay? This is ridiculous. The government has implemented a plan and the shit has worked. And it's a shame. A lot of these sisters ain't see the play. I'm talking to the black women now. It's a shame. So a lot of sisters seen it. There's a lot of good sisters out there that seen it. They seen the play. But a lot of sisters don't. Everything is a goddamn man's fault. Well, blame the men for this. Now you gotta watch your goddamn sons and nephews and shit going to school because Miss Ginsburg wants to jump his bones. It's disgusting, man. I gotta get out of here because I gotta get up in the morning. Y'all do not want to miss my live tomorrow morning. Y'all do not want to miss the live stream tomorrow morning. I might have to do 2 parts to it. Okay? We about to fry some shit. We about to fry some shit. A statement was made about the LDBC, about well, I told y'all this morning, or yesterday morning, I told y'all what they said. Andrew Charles Salute. I told y'all what they said. They said, oh, well, you know, the LDBC, you know, they're now blaming Fury and Kennedy situation for Bud and Spence not happening. Yeah, I got something for y'all. Don't miss it tomorrow. Y'all gonna learn to stop playing. Just know whenever I say something, I know what I'm talking about. I know when I always put disclaimers out. I always say I heard, or this is what I heard, and I'm not sure. But I got something for y'all ass. Of course. Steve L. Salute. So let me get some rest. Oh no, don't you'll see, Mr. Shelton. You'll see. Tomorrow's live is gonna be crack. People are gonna be mad, and you know what? They ain't gonna have to only be mad at me. They're gonna be mad at a few people. Don't miss it. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, Cash App. You know, we're not monetized yet, but you know what time it is. Salute to R. Kelly. Good luck in life. That's a life sentence, brother. 85 years old. I hope you're in shape, bro. And salute to these bitches. You know? Yeah, with the feminism on that. All right? So R. Kelly was sentenced today, and I'm already over it. I'm wondering what happened to these hoes. Okay? And counting, by the way. And counting. All right? So salute to y'all. I'll see y'all in the morning, and I'll be back here tomorrow night. You know how I do. I love this show, man. This is where it's at, y'all. This is where it's at. And don't be surprised if I get so sick with boxing, I'll do 2 streams with the Painful Excellence podcast, one at 9:30 a.m. and one at 10:30 p.m. Because I do shit like that. Salute, y'all. And I will see y'all in the a.m. and we'll be back here in the p.m. I'll catch y'all on the rebound.
Peace.